Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on the Nicki and Cardi beef. So apparently, allegedly, Nicki's man got put on house arrest for threatening Cardi's man, and they've been beefing since the VMAs. So I'm gonna have to do a reading on this little feud. In other news, if you haven't seen my community post, I am very sick, but I am slowly getting better. So today I have enough energy to post. So you will be getting sporadic videos, and I will be obviously keeping you updated. So keep me in your prayers. But that is why this video is in black and white. So anyways, again, check the community post for more information. That being said, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Remember, these readings are all legend for interpreters only, and let's get started. And if you guys like this, you can always join my YouTube memberships. There's a lot more content there. Okay, so Cardi will be on the left, Nicki on the right. Okay, I can already see what the issue is here. So Nicki Minaj is defensive. I think for her with the Three of Swords, it's like predicting the worst before it began. I think Nicki Minaj is in a defensive position where she's been sort of hated on and had so many people use her and had drama for so long that she almost assumes it and she jumps the gun. It's made her very paranoid. So she's already been in a defensive position for years. Then you have Cardi as a Seven of Swords reversed, which Seven of Swords reversed is failure. And then the Star being reversed has to do with celebrity and attention, whether it be negative or positive. Star being reversed is usually negative attention. Okay, here's what I'll say. Nicki Minaj feels like Cardi will do anything to get where she needs to go. And Nicki Minaj feels like Cardi was created as an artist as an FU to her because they were able to find someone that's willing to do and say whatever they ask. That is what Nicki feels. And she feels like Cardi doesn't get it. She feels like Cardi doesn't realize because Cardi can't really see past herself. Cardi also doesn't care. I think with the Star reversed, whenever Cardi is like falling, she has a good way of generating hype for herself. I also think that Cardi is very good at swiping at Nicki on the low. So Cardi gets a lot of shots in that we don't see, but in the back end, whereas Nicki Minaj is more front facing. So you're looking at like, I'll do a deal with you if you won't work with her, or I'll do a deal with you, but you have to do this. Like definitely see sneaky behavior from Cardi, and I see her smiling about it because no one would ever know. That being said, these two are in a feud, and I expect them both to swing at each other. So I'm not really on either side here. I feel like they're both taking hits. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is inconsistency. The Six of Cups is upright, and the Page of Swords is reversed. When it comes down to integrity, Nicki feels like Cardi has none. That's her other beef here. It's like, you don't even really want to fight for anything. You don't really care. Like Page of Swords reverse and the Knight of Pentacles, like you're inconsistent with what you're looking for. You're willing to change at the drop of a hat. You're willing to trend your chase. Like she looks at Cardi as someone who's just there for the industry to prop up and make money from. But my question to Nicki is, why does that bother you? Yes, I do think that there's some validity to Nicki's feelings in that Cardi was a direct like shot to her. I don't think that's a far-fetched idea to think that like they helped create Cardi to kind of get under her skin. But here's the thing. If it wasn't going to be Cardi, it was going to be someone else. The Judgment card's reversed. The Four of Cups is reversed. And the Ten of Wands. I think she also feels like Cardi is a lot to handle behind the scenes. And it bothers her that she's babied. She feels like Cardi's babied and has had an easy pass. That's what it is. She feels like she's babied. She has an easy pass. You want to know what it is? Nicki Minaj had a really tough time breaking out in the industry, and she broke down walls, and now these girls can just walk through it, and it's upsetting to her. And I think anybody would feel that way in her shoes. I understand this beef now. The Sun's upright, the Fool, and the Hierophant. I also think that their significant others are playing a really big role in this beef. I think their significant other's beef is honestly sometimes bigger than their beef. Their men really do hate each other. That was there in the first few polls, and it's here again. They have an age-old beef, or at least they have friends, mutual friends that have age-old beef. There's a line in the sand drawn between their men outside of Cardi and Nicki. I can tell you this. The Fool and the Sun, I'm going to be very blunt here. Nicki thinks Cardi is an airheaded idiot and does not have respect for her. Period. That's how she feels. She feels like it's very easy to blow gas up her head and make her think she's amazing. And she thinks Cardi's really good at selling a product. And that's it. So basically what I'm saying is Nicki feels like Cardi's an influencer, not a rapper. And Cardi just does not understand why Nicki doesn't like her. I can hear her in my head saying, what is this bitch's problem? Why is she worried about what I'm doing? Cardi doesn't think in the way in which Nicki thinks. Cardi's very simple. Okay? Very face value. Very like, if I do this, I make money. Cool. She has a simple outlook on life. Okay? She's not worried about all these other things. Whereas Nicki is like overthinking everything, and she's going above and beyond, and she's going to a place where it doesn't have to go. Like, I'll give it to you this way. Let's say that Nicki Minaj has someone that she works with that she doesn't like anymore. Sometimes I can see Cardi working with some people to get under her skin, yes. But other times I see Cardi literally just being like, oh, you're good at what you do. Let me work with you. I don't think Cardi is calculated. So the problem here is that Cardi is not, like, do I think that she can be malicious sometimes? Do I think that she can throw shade and be sneaky? Yes, but I don't think she's able to be as calculated as Nicki thinks she can be. I don't think she has the capability. This isn't Taylor Swift. Okay? The Ten of Swords being reversed, the Justice card, and the Chariot reversed as well. There's some sort of legal thing. I don't know if it's to do with contracts or what, but there is some sort of legal issue coming up here. I don't know if it's for Cardi or Nicki or both. It might be the contracts that are signed, but there's a legal thing. I think it has to do with Cardi's contracts. Is she in a good deal? Does Cardi have a good deal? Strength card, Five of Cups, Ace of Cups reversed. Cardi is literally the antithesis to Nicki because she don't give a fuck. And that makes Nicki mad. And I get it. If you're an artist with a ton of integrity and someone comes in the scene and is like, I just want to make good music and make money, I don't really care, you're going to be mad. And that's literally what this beef is. That's what this beef boils down to. Cardi don't give a fuck. She's like, this is fun. I like making music that people shake their ass to. I think it's dope. People write my shit. It sounds good. You know what? You know, you know what this excuse me. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when everyone was coming for Iggy Azalea saying she's not a rapper, and she was like, I don't really care what you call me. I just want to make good music. That's what it reminds me of. Granted, Iggy's a really good writer, but that's what it reminds me of. I don't know. I kind of see both sides to this. I will say I really genuinely think that Cardi just doesn't really care. I think she sometimes thinks it's funny to rile Nicki up. Like, I think she laughs. She's like, this bitch is obsessed. But I don't think Nicki really I don't think Cardi really understands. If Nicki and Cardi actually sat down and Nicki explained her trajectory in the music industry and why she feels the way she feels and the things that are being done, I think Cardi would understand better. But at the end of the day, she still wouldn't comprehend fully because she doesn't look at the industry in the way in which you look at it. Nicki Minaj is looking at it as like, I'm a titan, I'm a legacy, I'm paving the way, I am a creative, I am innovative, right? And Cardi's looking at it as like a job. I'm here to make music, have a good time, make money, and go out with a bang. Ha ha. Like, that's it. That's it for her. It's not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. And I think that's just, they're never going to get along because that's just, they're fundamentally different at their core. I mean, the Ace of Cups being reversed, the Strength card, and the Five of Cups, to me, that's like, formulaic. So it's like, Cardi's going to stick to the formula that works. She's a part of the machine. But I mean, if it wasn't going to be her, someone else would do it. And the way I look at this is like, logically, I'm like, I mean, at least Cardi B is like really fucking charismatic, right? If they were going to pick someone to be like that. I do think Cardi's sound keeps changing. I don't think Cardi's really in charge. So that's the thing. I don't think she's in charge of her sound. I don't really think she writes her stuff. All Ledger and Timbers only. So for me, I think the problem with Cardi is her sound keeps changing. Because they're trying to have the same formula while being slightly different. I don't really think they know what to do with her. I think that's why we got bongos. They don't really know what to do with Cardi. They're trying to figure out the next move. I don't think they were expecting Ice Spice. And so with the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, and the King of Wands, that tells me like, we have to go back to the drawing board. I do think with the introduction of Ice Spice, it has shaken some of the material that they had for Cardi. Yeah, it's like a writing camp. I also think Ten of Cups reverse, Two of Swords, and Tower. I definitely think that they're trying to separate Cardi from someone. I wouldn't be shocked if it's Megan. There's definitely someone here trying to put a wedge between the two of them. It's between Cardi and someone else. So if it's not her man, then it's Megan. Because that's the only other one I see her like doing stuff with. Unless it's... Yeah, no, because I don't think that's Ice Spice. I will say this. Here's what I will say. Ice Spice needs to get ready because Ice Spice is going to be thrown in the ring. So someone's going to throw a shot at Ice and she's going to be forced to respond. Ice is getting dragged into this beef. And I am seeing Ice and Nicki mimic or mock Cardi at some point. Or maybe not Cardi, but someone else. I just see Ice and Nicki mocking another girl. Because someone threw a shot at Ice. And here's the thing. Nicki Minaj doesn't have any problem being cocky and stepping on people. Because even if the artist is smaller, she doesn't care. And so I definitely think... I think we're going to start to see a little bit more of like a feisty Ice moving forward. Because the Hangman being reversed and the Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands, that's about Nicki Minaj using Ice as a talking point, like a mouthpiece. Three of Cups, Lover's card, reverse, and Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, I think we're looking at a weird period where Nicki Minaj is starting to think about her future with her new label and Ice Spice and passing the torch. And Cardi is kind of just like chilling. But Cardi doesn't think like a business person. Cardi thinks like in the moment. So, you know what I will say? Give it a couple of years, and I think Cardi will understand Nicki. Because, you know, everyone falls off at some point. So once her numbers start dwindling, however long it takes, once things start going down, she'll start to understand Nicki's point. I don't see a reconciliation in sight. I think these two are just fundamentally different. I think give it like 10 years and these two will respect each other. But for right now, it ain't happening. Yeah, because that's about Cardi having to think of her next maneuver. I will say, I do think Cardi's going to do something outside of music. It's giving Rihanna or the Queen of Pop, Selena Gomez, where like they made beauty brands or something. So I am seeing her pivot to product pretty soon here. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm seeing some sort of physical product. I mean, she does have the whip shots. By the way, they're really good. They're really, really good. So I'm just seeing more products. Yeah. I don't think music will be her moneymaker. Something else will make her a lot more money. I actually think she'll enjoy it more too. See a switch up in her money priority the next coming years for Cardi. Not that she won't make music, but I see her on her Rihanna shit where she's kind of like, that was fun, but this is more fun for me. She doesn't have the artistic integrity that you know, Nicki has. So for her, it's not that deep. It's like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift fought for her masters. Other artists are like, fuck it, I'll just sell it. I don't care. Some people really care super intensely about their art. And some people are just like, whatever, I'll make new art. They're just different. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully you guys like that. If you did, follow me on all my socials, Antphrodite everywhere. Join the YouTube memberships. There's a link in my description if you're on mobile. Pray for me that I start to get better. Until next time, bye guys.